What we're going to do first is going to sing a song this morning, right? That song is, I don't want to say fun. Fun is the wrong word to say, but this song is definitely energizing, right? Good job. So you guys can stand up, right? And you guys can sing with us with this song. So stand up this morning, right? And you can sing too. Don't worry about it. You guys, if you can't jump in. All right. Everybody, that's what I'm talking about. All right. So the word of the song is glory to God. So we all have something to give God thanks for, no matter what it is. I know we got prayer requests. That we have out there. Some things happening, some things haven't happened yet. But we good. We have what we need. All right. So I'm going to start the song. You guys just repeat after me. All right? Simple. We may mess up, but it's okay. We're singing our praise to God. The love of God. The love of God. Lives in me. Lives in me. Grace and mercy. Grace and mercy. Peace given to me. Peace given to me. All right. We're doing good. All right. Let's sing again. Now we got to get everybody in the audience to sing for the two this morning. All right? All right. Here we go. Let's just jump. The love of God. The love of God. Lives in me. Lives in me. Praise the right, you see. All right. TJ was clapping so hard, his hand is numb right now. All right, I like it. I like it. That's what it was? All right, we're just going to have to play a little bit in the background. Everybody doing good this morning? All right, you guys looking good. Looking good. Barbara, you know I'm happy to see you. I've been waiting, patiently waiting. I got to work on my patience, so I'm not perfect. All right, I'm looking to have a good time today. I think it's going to be too long. We're going to touch on some stuff this morning in the Bible. I don't know if you guys ever heard this story, but it's a series we're going to start before I go into the story. We're going to start a series today. It's called Carry Me Over, Lord. Series 1. We'll have Series 2 next week. So if you guys are here, oh, we're missing somebody else too. All right, maybe they're going to show up. I'm not going to put anybody on blast. I'll leave it at that. They told me I was going to be here. I was going to pick on today. Maybe they'll show up. Who knows? All right. So carry me over, Lord. There's 2 people on there. My name's Tom. And you already know that. You just said the other person.
Great.
Yeah. It's all good. Okay. Good to see you, though. I can get a handshake with official. It's official now. All right. Carry me over, Lord. So, I was going to read this, but I have someone read it for me. Anyone, you can read. I was going to read it, but just came to me. I had somebody else read it. Anyone, doesn't matter.
In life, we find so many things that we struggle to break away from. Some we fear and question our faith based on standardized systems. Although things such as formats and structures provide us with good things, they alone are not able to give us the choice of direction. When we hear, choose, walk, we are carried over to see the power of God Almighty. Today we will dive into the importance of the Holy Spirit and we'll read the story in Acts Chapter 8 of Philip and the Ethiopian.
Ethiopian. All right. Formats and structures. Now, for the most part, we either all have or we all have faced pressures in life. I mean, just pressure. Either from standardized systems, such as tests. A lot of you young people, you have to take tests. You probably still take a test. I failed miserably taking tests. I really did. I'm not embarrassed to say it. I don't even want to talk about the ACT. Oh my gosh. I was so embarrassed. Even if I got in college, I still was scared to tell people what my score was. So, you guys can't do any worse than me. So you know that. But, you know the good thing that I like about faith? You really can't fail with faith. You really just learn. You try. You make some mistakes. But you don't really have something that's kind of late. Like that ACT score I got. I would tell you guys, but you guys probably like just start not coming to church anymore. That's how bad it was. You're like, oh my gosh, he ain't that smart, is he? No, so God can deal with me, he can deal with anybody. But it was that bad. The point I'm getting at though, I didn't have, when I started walking by faith, even currently as I walk by faith, I fail. But I don't have a score that's associated with my life. Because of the blood of Christ. It's washed away. Every day we get a new opportunity. Every day we get a new opportunity. Faith requires us to take some type of movement, though, based on what we feel we can't necessarily see. We don't see this in the story. But before we go there, we're going to talk about 10 reasons, or I wrote down just 10 important reasons of the Holy Spirit. We're going to touch on just 2 of the 10. We're going to read all 10. So I want to consider this. Matter of fact, I'll read this. I learned the hard way that I cannot always count on others to respect my feelings, even if I respect theirs. Being a good person doesn't guarantee that others will be good people. You only have control over yourself and how you choose to be as a person. As for others, you can only choose to accept them or walk away. Now, I didn't write that. That's brilliant. I told you guys I'm not that. I don't have it like that yet. Maybe one day. But this is beautiful. I saw it and say, we have to read this. We have to share it. As for others, you can only choose to accept them or walk away. So before you can even get to somebody else, we got to be able to embrace and see ourselves. Right or wrong, we still got to accept ourselves. God has compassion on us. We have to start having compassion on ourselves too. I'm not saying we're going to pat ourselves on the back and say, oh, well, you know, I messed up. It's okay. No, I messed up, but I want to get a little bit better. We're not perfect. None of us are. At all. I said this is a no judgment church. It's also, this church is, as I was saying, I'm the biggest one. We're not perfect either. This is a saying. May not be that right. This is a saying that I have. I like it. I tell you guys to invite everybody. I invite people too. Everybody don't come. But this is my deepest feeling in my heart. I feel the more of us, and I say us, I'm standing in front of the line. The more of us sinners we can all get together on Sundays, on Bible study, one of us got to get it right at some point. So I'm like, I'm a numbers guy. Now, I don't play lottery tickets. I don't do all this stuff. But if I did, he's like, you know what? The more I play, the chances are me winning goes up a little bit higher. May not be much. It's a small margin, but it still increases. Same thing with sinners. The more we come together, chances are one of us, it may be a child, it may be an old person, it may be somebody in between. One of us gonna get it. And here's the thing about when we get it, that light shines so bright, it's contagious. We all gravitate to it. So bring everybody. Oh, I want to bring people, but you know, I don't really live right. It's okay, good. You and I on the same page. Me either. I'm no different, no perfect than anybody else. But we want to get it right. That's the difference. We want to get it right. 10, the top 10. Anyone read I guess, 1.
The Spirit comforts.
Spirit comforts. So this is why the Holy Spirit is important. Let us count the ways. Spirit comforts. 2.
The Spirit speaks.
Spirit speaks. Now those 2 are brief because we're going to touch on those 2 today. 3. The Spirit teaches. Wow. Next one.
The Spirit interprets and brings human prayer before the throne of the Father.
The Spirit interprets and brings human prayer before the Father. 5.
The Spirit bears witness to and glorifies Christ.
Amen. 6.
Spirit makes decisions.
Spirit makes decisions. Oh, we're going to see that later. All right. 7.
The Spirit assures stewards of their adoption.
Wow, somebody pick me up. I'm not lost. I'm not alone. I'm adopted. And I know this. 8.
The Spirit overrules human actions.
Flesh is a powerful thing, but doesn't have power with the Spirit if we let it. 9.
The Spirit grieves over sin.
Grieves over sin. In other words, I'm aware. Didn't say I'm angry. Didn't say the Holy Spirit is angry, upset, and mad. Most people do that and put all this placement on God. God not going to like you if you don't do that. I don't quite understand that. Like, we're talking about an active, living God, but He created the world, everything we see. I think He don't have to ask permission for nothing that He wants to do. I think He's aware of everything. So if it happened, regardless if we like it or not, it was allowed. Either for us to get something, to learn something, to use it to help somebody else, or to glorify Him through the Holy Spirit connected to Christ. 10.
Spirit is eternal.
Don't stop. It's forever. Without question. Now, out of all 10 of those, does anybody see anything about control? I like TJ thinking. He look. Anybody see in all 10 of those, does anybody see anything about control?
The Spirit overrules.
The Spirit overrules. Makes decisions. Up. There you go. Speak up, Seth. I like it. Say it again.
I don't think that's necessarily controlling though.
Why you said that?
Because no matter what, we still have a decision on our own to make that we get. God gives us that choice to make on our own if we want to follow the Spirit or not.
That's it. It doesn't control us. Think about it. If it really controls us, we wouldn't be facing the stuff that we're facing. We all make decisions. We have made decisions. But we got to know this. I mean, we're perfect. We have to know it. Now, what happens is we start to be in this room. We start to be consistent. That's why I like the prayer requests you guys do. Some of them they hadn't had me yet. Look, I get it. I got a stack of prayer requests. I'll start posting in my closet. Give me a little more inspiration. Just start stump tagging. But Melissa will walk in and be like, what are you doing in this closet? Hey, I've done some crazy things. Why not do that too? I put it on the mirror, but I'll just start in the closet. God, maybe you're not seeing it. So maybe you just start putting it on the closet so you can be real visible. What's the worst going to happen? God gonna take it down? No. Satan might get upset, but that's good. He attacks us enough, he should be upset with something. All right, we're going to read this. John 12:26. Anyone?
If anyone serves me, he must follow me. And where I am, there will my servant be also. If anyone serves me, the Father will honor him.
The Father will honor. Anyone? Didn't put a certain group, certain classification, certain background. Anyone? Now, I like this picture. Because obviously, that's us. Right? At times. We don't feel like we can face certain things. Either we feel alone, either sad, we're upset, frustrated. I don't have to do anything being a little cat. But then we look in the mirror. That's when we come down to humility. We look in that mirror to God with the Holy Spirit connected to Christ. You got this. You got this, daughter. Let me show you who you really are. Because you can't see right now. This is what you're seeing. But come to me, I'm going to show you who you are. And if this is not you, I'm going to show you how you connected to the Lamb. It's as body as any line you've ever seen. Now we're going to dive into the meat and potatoes of the message. I'll be reading from Acts Ch.8. We're going to talk about Philip and the Ethiopian. Now, anybody knows has anybody seen or been to Ethiopia? No? You know about it? Okay. What do you know about it?
Third world country.
They have fast runners. That's true. Now, Ethiopia is not in the United States, right? They're kind of poor. All right. I just want to make sure. You guys can see what I'm going about the United States thing. Now, before we go there, I'm going to read, and as I read, I'm going to talk, and I'm going to give the story to give you guys a background. Who Philip was, who the Ethiopian was, and I ask different questions so we can understand. Now, this is after Christ passed. The Holy Spirit is now available to be present. Now, at this time, you have magicians and you have people, kind of like the present day, that are doing certain things, but doing it because of money. So they're telling people, oh, you can receive the Holy Spirit, but I can do it through magic. So magic is real. So people was doing magic around this era, around this time, taking folks' money, telling them that they can receive the Holy Spirit. And you don't have to be baptized. Then if you was baptized, if you had some doubt, they said, oh, well, you can come do this. So they did trickery, they did magic, they did all these things to control your mind, to get your money. Now, that's why I like you young people, because you guys are a lot more smarter than me. Sharon, I'm including you in this group when I say young people. I'm not including you in this group when I say young people. Even you, Melissa. You guys are a lot brighter than myself, because you guys have a strong awareness. Now, at this time, not everybody was able to see like Philip. Now, some of you guys, when I get to, some of you guys have been in different churches. I'm not condemning, but you guys know the truth when you see the truth. Your awareness is extremely sharp and heightened. A lot of you guys haven't or didn't want to go to church because of what you saw. Now, going back to this day and age, or that day and age, because people saw people being taken advantage of, linking it to the Holy Spirit, linking it to baptism, people didn't want to necessarily believe. So they stayed at home. They didn't go to church on Sunday. Or they didn't go out and listen to somebody like Philip. Why should I? And why should God let this happen? So the same questions that we find ourselves asking ourselves nowadays, the same thing was happening then. But God always used somebody or some group of people. Now, Philip, as you study, some may say that he was an apostle of Christ. Some say that he wasn't just a common man. Nevertheless, in my opinion, it doesn't matter. The faith that he had doesn't matter. I wasn't a disciple. I'm not a disciple of Christ. We're not either. But our faith is there. Now we're going to read this. We're going to talk about what Philip was going up against and also how he had to walk by faith when he was facing this. We want to read the 4th verse.
Now those who were scattered went about preaching the word.
Okay.
Philip went down to the city of Samaria
Yep.
and proclaimed to them the Christ.
Now, Philip knew he was going up against. He knew he had what he felt too at the same time. Didn't say Philip was doing it for money. Didn't say he was doing it to try to get a fan base. He had a relationship. He knew what was going on, but he still wanted to proclaim it. That's the picture you see at the bottom. 6.
And the crowd with one
One accord.
accord paid attention to what was being said by Philip. When they heard him and saw the signs that he did.
They heard him, then they saw something. This is the thing. Everybody else was saying different things, but it wasn't lining up. And what we find here is they got his attention. One accord. In other words, crowds all together started listening to him because they saw that he was doing certain things. Now, he was talking about Christ. At the same time, we're going to read what was taking place. Verse 7.
For unclean spirits crying out with a loud voice came out of many who had them, and had many who were paralyzed or lame were healed.
Were healed. Now, they had people who had evil spirits on them. And most people hear that. Let me just clarify. When you just hear evil spirit, most people take that as just a lack of understanding, I think. As something that's heinous, that the world portrays that you see in horror movies and all other foolishness. Evil spirit could be something as simple as doubt. If you doubt that God can't hear you, and God is telling you, hey, you are my child, but you don't believe that you are a child of God, and you can be healed either through laying on hands or either through the Holy Spirit coming through your body, elevate, that's doubt. At that time, we weren't serving the evil spirit because we have our faith tied here and not linked to the Holy Spirit. So when we say evil spirit, when we read this, don't look at that as something being ashamed of. It's a testament to where you at, but it's also a testament to where we will be. That's all this was. Now, people were paralyzed, either mentally or physically. They were getting healed. With no magic, and he wasn't robbing people. He wasn't taking their pocketbooks, he wasn't taking their money, and he wasn't trying to control them. He mentored Christ, and the Holy Spirit did the rest. That crowd wouldn't surprise me if that crowd was like you guys. The awareness was there. Didn't say the whole country where he was at. He said crowds. Didn't say the country, didn't say the entire Samaria, said crowds in that area. It wasn't everybody. So they saw something that was exciting. So there was much joy in that city. Now we're going to move on to Philip and the Ethiopian. But I read that's earlier on in the 8th chapter of Acts. Because I want to give you a background of who Philip was, what Philip is about to embark on, and who he's about to meet. How God deals with everybody, all creation. Now, an angel of the Lord said to Philip, rise and go toward the south of the road that goes down from Jerusalem to Gaza. This is a desert place. The reason why that desert sounds is vacant. I mean, ain't nothing there. There's no life. God, or angel, look, why are you sending me somewhere that's deserted? Now, I don't know if anybody else will question that, but look at the first question I asked God. That goes to show you my ignorance. But it's okay. I'm okay with showing I have some ignorance. But think about it. Hey, Lance, I want you to go to this desert place. God, you sure you know what you're doing? Because that don't really make sense. Like, I just went to the city, talking to crowds. I healed people through Christ. People believe, and now you're telling me you want me to go to the desert? What did I do wrong? face that way. Well, you're wrong. 27. I'll read it. And he rose and went, and there was an Ethiopian, a eunuch. Anybody know what the eunuch is? If you don't, it's okay. I didn't either at one time. I hope somebody knows. I'll be good. No?
I was gonna ask you what was that.
You was gonna ask what it was?
Not spot.
Okay, good thing I studied. I'll be on the spot. Like, oh, I don't know. I just read the Bible. All right. Eunuch. It's a fort. No, it's a person. No, it's okay.
I read it, the rest of it.
You read the rest of it. No problem. So I'm going to tell you what the eunuch is. Now you guys, especially you men, get ready to hold yourself together, all right? TJ started laughing. A eunuch at this time was a male typically in a royal, typically among royal people, and there were men that were castrated. Seth moved in the seat. He's like, what? Castrated means that you got cut off something. Right. So, yeah, you were castrated.
Neutered.
Now, Jesus talks about this in Matthew. Don't quote me the verse. It's in chapter 19 somewhere. I believe it's Matthew chapter 19. But Jesus said that there are people who are forced to be eunuchs, who was forced to be castrated. There was people also that volunteered. And look, I'll explain. Teachers like, I don't know if I'll do it. Volunteered to be castrated so they can be closer to God. Now, I'm saying this because everybody has a job. All of us don't have the same job. We have different jobs. All of us have a different fight. Now, that's no different than some people who decide in this present day to be celibate. They decide, hey, I don't want to get married, I don't want to have sex, and I don't want to have any kids. They don't have any type of emotion for that because they decide to use whatever it is that God decided to use them for to do the will of the Lord, whatever that work may be. Now, I don't know what that is because I didn't sign up for that. But I'm letting everybody know what that is about. So it's three. They was either forced, they either volunteered, and then some did it to try to follow what others was doing. Now, he said don't condemn them. No different than I talk about too. People who decide to sleep and be with the same sex. Christ was aware of that too. Just like there's choices with eunuchs, there's choices with them too. So you don't know what the choice is. So because you don't know, step back, shut your mouth, walk away. It's that simple. But at this time, we're going to find out that this eunuch was there because he was, as we read, a eunuch, a court official of Candace, queen of Ethiopians. There was a lot of power right there. Now, a lot of times they had to be there to be castrated because they were around queens, they were around other people. They didn't want temptation. So if you're going to be my helper, this is what's going to happen. This is the power that they had. Who was in charge of all of her treasure. He had come to Jerusalem to worship. You want to read the next verse for me?
He was returning, seated in his chariot. He was reading the prophet Isaiah.
No, this Ethiopian is sitting. I like this. Thought about this when I was reading this earlier in the week. Now he's from Ethiopia, so Ethiopian. Now I have not seen, and somebody need to correct me if I'm wrong, so if somebody watching online, please reach out to me and correct me if I'm wrong. I have not seen in the Bible where they put an American. I say Ethiopian, but I don't see anywhere in the Bible where they talk about somebody that's American. What I find so strange is we're not even mentioned in the Bible, but we know so much about God. We've been there, we've done it, we know everything. The Western civilization of religion just baffles me. We're not even written in the Bible, yet still we can tell you everything about the Bible. We know everything about God, we know everything about Christ. Just think about that. Just throwing it out there. I just thought about it. I'm like, I'm not adding up. I just don't quite get it. I think we need to start leaving out of the country and see some other countries. And I think we understanding and perspective will start to change. Now, he was reading the Bible. So basically, just imagine you sitting in a chariot, sitting in a car, whatever, and you trying to study this Bible. Now, what he's studying is because at this time, remember I told you, the only way you can actually receive the blessings of God, linked to eternal, to the kingdom of God, you had to either be baptized, you had to have the Holy Spirit. This was pronounced at this time. He is inquisitive. He's trying to find out, okay, what's going on? Like, wow. We'll see. 29. Anyone?
And the Spirit said to Philip, go over and join this chariot.
Now, in this you see they weren't together yet. Philip listened to God and went to this desert place. God knew that this Ethiopian, this eunuch, would be there. Philip didn't know that. Philip just said, okay, Lord, I'm going to go. I have faith. I'm just going to go ahead and do what you're telling me to do. Now, how many times we get instructions, either through the Holy Spirit, either through someone else that tells us to do something, and we don't necessarily think that's going to yield anything. I know I do it often. Then you reflect when you get older. I'm not a big Facebook person. My birthday, you guys know. Thank y'all for the birthday, which was Friday. Thank you, Melissa. Good gosh. All right. Thank you for getting old or something. All right. So it's Friday. But my old boss, he's not old, it's been long ago. I talked about him often in here. He took a chance on me when I was working. I was real young. And he wished me happy birthday. So I told him, I said, Mike, thank you for, I know it's risky, but thank you for taking our time and investing in it. You didn't have that to do. But you did. Because I was bullheaded, I was hard-headed. But he said, hey, it wasn't a risk for me. Now for me, I thought it was a risk because all the lashing and what I felt in my heart. Like when he tell me to do something, I would question it. I would question everything that he was telling me, question everything that the Lord was trying to put on me to do. I was questioning it. I wouldn't want to do it. For him, it was like it wasn't hard. You were young, you were inexperienced, but you were willing to learn. I did not see that at all until he just said that. I'm like, is he talking about me or is he talking about somebody else? That's faith. Just because you do it don't necessarily mean that's something that you want to do. He probably wanted to go to the desert, but he walked anyways and he went. Watch what we find. Watch what takes place. It's beautiful. So Philip ran to him. At this point, the Holy Spirit keeps giving us information, confidence. You went to the desert, not telling you, okay, go and walk up. So Philip ran. He didn't even just walk and say, oh, well, I'm not sure if I should go over there, Lord. At some point, when you start to walk by faith, he went all the way to the desert. Your confidence changes. You ain't a little cat anymore. You're a lion. Because now you went all the way to where you said, way to a desert place. When the Holy Spirit tells you to do something else, like, hey, I made it here. And it can't get any worse than this. Let me go listen. So he took off running. And he heard him reading Isaiah the prophet. And asked, do you understand what you're reading? So Philip asked the eunuch, hey, do you understand what you're reading? 31. Anyone?
And he said, how can I unless someone guide me? And he invited Philip to come up and sit with him.
How can I unless someone guides me? And he was inquisitive. He was searching something. He's like, wait a minute. I need some physical help. Can anyone tell me what the Holy Spirit is? We not name top one of the top 10, but one of the things. Or what the Holy Spirit can do for us. Said, I need someone to help understand. Listens to us. Help us make decisions. Speak in tongues. That's true, because that's happening a lot too at that time. Prophesize. Guides us. All the things are right. I just want to see how far you guys are going to go. Good job. Test me guys out. That's it. Now watch slide 2. This is what he read. Anyone read this? This is what he was reading. The eunuch. 32. Yep. It's kind of long.
Now the passage of the scripture that he was reading was this. Like a sheep, he was led to the slaughter, and like a lamb before its shearer is silent, so he opens not his mouth.
Like a sheep, he was led to the slaughter. Like a lamb before his shearer is silent, so he opens not his mouth. Like a lamb. Now he's reading this, and he's like, I don't understand this. But he's still reading. In his humiliation, justice was denied him. Who can describe his generation? For his life is taken away from the earth. Now I know those mean, but at that time, he's sitting there, he's like, what does this mean?
And
Go ahead.
it said to Philip, about whom I ask you, does the prophet say this? About himself or about someone else?
It's I call it Hampton. Who are you talking about? Is Isaiah talking about himself? This prophet? He prophesies, or is he talking about somebody else? See, you know what I like about all of this with this eunuch or this guy, this Ethiopian? He questioned everything. He's thinking. That's all God wants us to do. God just wants us to think. He don't want to control us as the world makes it seem that God wants to control. He just wants us to think. Because if we think and we're thinking, he knows, hey, I'm just going to give him another little nugget. I'm going to give him another nugget. Another nugget and another nugget. Now, all the times as we taking those steps, that's a testimony just being built up. Watch what happens. Because he see it. He know he's feeling something. Now, I remind you, at this time, they said you didn't have the Holy Spirit. This is what was said. And the only way you get the Holy Spirit was for you to be baptized first. This eunuch was not baptized. But yet still we're seeing that this is being done. He's being used right now. Watch this. 35:1. Philip didn't talk about himself. He also didn't talk about Isaiah the prophet. He talked about the one that we were saying about, the power of Christ. Rest in me. Strong and mighty, the King set me free. Philip who set him free. It wasn't Isaiah. He didn't take anything away from the prophet either. But Christ wasn't here at that time when Isaiah was prophesying. Isaiah was prophesying about the coming of Christ at that time. Wrapping up, got 3 or 4 more verses. You said, I don't know how long we're going to be that long today. Today we're going to think after, not just doing. Again, today's message, we're going to think after, not just doing. After church, not just doing church. 36. Look at this. Anyone?
And as they were going along, they came to some water, and the eunuch said, "Here is water. What prevents me from being baptized?"
Boom! I like it. Anybody else see this? I'm going to read it again. I'm all excited. Come on, TJ, you got to move with me. I'm excited. Look at this. Look what he's saying. Look what he's saying right here. As they were going along the road, they came to some water. Any kind of water. Didn't say I had to go and be baptized in front of a whole bunch of people. Came to some water. And the eunuch said, see, here's water. Just common water. Jesus didn't have to walk the water. It's common water. What prevents me from being baptized? He's questioning them. Man, is that simple? In this water. Give me some, man. Give me some. I want it. That's what he was saying. Look at this. 38.
And then he commanded the chariot to stop, and they both went down to the water. Philip and the eunuch and him, and he baptized him.
Baptized in the water. Now, teacher, I was jumping up and down. I was excited about the story. Because look, this eunuch is not alone. Look at all the other people around. None of them said, oh, I want to be baptized too. Why was that? Did they question anything? No. And that, according to customs, according to standardized systems, oh, you couldn't have the Holy Spirit unless you got baptized. But yet still, we saw that this Ethiopian was being led by the Holy Spirit. So he was like, well, water right there, it ain't got to be some certain kind of water. I don't have to go over to Egypt. I'm not going to Samaria. This is just common water. Let's stop the chair and let's do the thing right here. Because I know what I feel. And obviously, God sent you here, so we're going to take use of this whole time. Lance, fill the bathtub. Time to get baptized. I don't care where it's at, just fill the bathtub. We don't have to go and do something elaborate. Here it is. Now, I will say this. You guys think I'm joking and putting it out there like that. We have a huge, thank the Lord, bathtub. I have no problem baptizing anybody at any time. There, anywhere else. You want to go stand in the river? That's fine. You want to stand in the ocean? That's fine too. I was baptized. Then the Holy Spirit baptized me too, naturally, when I went to Greece, in the Mediterranean. About scary. One, the water was extremely freezing, it was cold. But I had to compose myself, get myself together after I got out of the water, after I was dipped in. The power is in the faith, not so much the water. That's what he was saying. The power is in the faith, not the water. He recognized, that's water right there. Let's just do it, because I'm ready. The faith is there. The Holy Spirit is there. It's active. Last two verses.
And he commanded the chariot to stop, and they both went down into the water. Wait.
We read this? Okay, let me go back, make sure I have it. That didn't mess up. You know, it's possible. I told you guys that when my ACT scores was extremely low. Somebody else say something? Okay. Last verse I'll read, which is verse 40.
But Philip found himself at
Azotus.
and as he passed through, preached the gospel to all the towns until he came to
Caesarea.
Caesarea.
Now I did mess up, because 39 is 39 shows that he was translated. Philip was. And I was going to read, which is I missed. So you guys have to bear with me. Maybe Seth can help us out. And this is the last verse that we had before.
What do you mean?
Oh. So read 8, chapter 8, and then it's verse 39. Yep. Well, you can read it. Yeah, fine. 39. You can read it. Read it loud for us. 39. Yep, 39.
And when they were come up out of the water, the Spirit of the Lord called away Philip, that the eunuch saw him no more, and he went on his way rejoicing.
They were coming out of the water. Now imagine, thank you, sir. Imagine, that's what we miss. Imagine you getting baptized, or whomever, you walking out of the water, you see this person you're walking with. God translates this person. He doesn't die. He goes over to another place. And that's what we read before. When Philip found himself, he was in the desert place. After he walked by faith, this huge, talk about them nuggets, you get a testimony there. He found himself in Azotus. And as he passed through, he preached the gospel. He didn't stop. He kept going. He knew it was something. That's what I'm talking about, that members game. Tell everybody to come to church, whoever you can. It's a members game. The more of us, somebody will eventually get it. One of us will eventually get it. This is it. Power in it. Now, I thought this story, I always find this story just, you can look at it from different variations, different ways. He was a eunuch, he was from Ethiopia. It touches on so many things that even we commonly see in this word. One, we see so much division. That's a beautiful thing about the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit does not cause division, or confusion, or hatred. It doesn't do any of that stuff. You don't see that way anymore. When the Holy Spirit is present, your vision changes. That's why Peter walked on the water when he saw Christ. You see differently. When he told him to go to the desert place, he knew in his heart, by the Holy Spirit, yes, naturally this is a desert place, but there's something else there. There's another realm. And it was. That same realm that was there is the reason why he was translated. We all have it. We have to hold on to it. Encourage each other. Don't mean be perfect. That's basically today's message. Encourage each other. Keep your hope. Stay on top of each other. TJ know I love him because I always stay on all the time. Is TJ perfect? Absolutely not. Was I perfect? God knows I wasn't. I was so bad. At church, I don't know, I just didn't get it. Every weekend I used to get beaten, and I call it beaten, by my grandma day every Saturday. We had church activities on Saturday. Every Saturday, Lance and somebody else, Lance and somebody else, Lance and somebody else, Lance and somebody else. Some point my grandma said, do you not see something going on here? It's always you I'm whooping and some other child or some other teenager. You and your temper. You think you know everything. And you would think maybe after the third beating I would get it. But no, I didn't get it. Lance is somebody else. Lance is somebody else. At least, like I said, I was consistent. I was consistent with my beatings, right? So, at some point, just stay consistent, whatever it is. You'll eventually get it. So that's why I love you, TJ. I'm going to stay on you. You too, Seth. You guys are not perfect, and I'm not crazy. But I'm going to stay on you because somebody stayed on me because they was led by the Holy Spirit. Even when I didn't realize it. You guys going to do the same thing. You're going to pass it on to somebody else. I don't know how long I'll be here. But while I'm here, I'm going to do what I have to do. Over and over and over again. Just like I got the beatings over and over again. Well, let me just keep walking by faith over and over again. I kept failing, but I kept getting the beating. It just kind of straightened me out, then I would get a beat, kind of straighten back out. But I got it. So that's the message today. So we're going to close out with a prayer. You close us out, Jill. Let us stand up. We're going to bow our heads with prayer to close out today. So it's a little nippy and cold in here. I think that's just the AC. Sorry. But it's okay. Yeah, you can close it out. Yep.